Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Meddling Kids Podcast, where we cover all things scary and weird for listeners near and far.
My name is Bri.
And my name is Cord.
And we are two roommates who met on Twitter during a pandemic in 2020 and became...
Well, that was a different one. Every time it's like an evolution. Anyways, our mutual interest for true crime and all things spooky and ooky have brought us together to create this gorgeous podcast, whose name is heavily inspired by our favorite cartoon growing up.
We would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
Today we have a spooktacular episode for you.
It's our first Let's Split Up of the season.
Yabba gabba ghoul.
So, if you are new here on season 1, every second episode, we stayed true to Fred's... What is Fred? Fred's what?
Fred's Fredism.
Okay.
Let's split up.
Both obviously split up, and we cover something a little bit spooky, a little bit scary. Then we come together, and we blind react to each other's stories, urban legends, what have you.
Unfortunately, we kind of abandoned that last season.
Yeah, we haven't done one yet. This is our first one. So, how exciting. We do have, obviously, some exciting news as well. If you guys don't follow us on social media.
We have a TV show.
And we have more updates and stuff that we'll add into the end of the podcast. Mm-hmm. But what episode is this? 6?
D9.
Is it 6?
I have no idea. Although there's really no one involved in this, we don't mean any disrespect to anyone involved. Especially ourselves. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Meddling Kids Podcast, Season 2, Episode 6. Skinwalkers and the Expressionless. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to start off first because mine is a little bit shorter than Bri's. Okay, so mine is the Expressionless. Don't look. No peeking. God damn.
You know me, I love to cheat.
So when I was in high school, literally 10 years ago, I graduated 10 years ago this year, I remember reading about this really scary urban legend that I came across one night while I was scrolling on social media.
On Tumblr.
It was on Tumblr, actually. I actually remember having to watch funny videos after because it freaked me out so much.
Oh my god, when I would watch like horror movies or like I would go on creepypasta, I would have to watch like Hey, it's Franklin.
Franklin?
Show? Yeah. To like
so random.
To cleanse the palate.
Oh my god. It was, it's just one of those stories that stuck with me over the years, I guess. And every other year I'll just read about it again and it'll pop up on my timeline. Something,
Okay.
So this is an urban legend that was added on the Creepypasta Tumblr account in June 2012.
Ooh, I'm getting cold shivers. I'm scared.
My grad year.
And what? I was 12 years old.
Yeah, it was my grad year.
Damn.
And this story was called The Expressionless. So here it is.
It's about me.
This is where I'm going to cue spooky music. In June 1972, a woman appeared in Cedar Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. LA. The city of Los Angeles. Anyways, she appeared in their hospital in nothing but a white blood-covered gown. Now, this in itself should not be too surprising, as people often have accidents nearby and come to the nearest hospital for medical attention.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But there were 2 things that caused people who saw her to vomit and flee in terror.
Her hairy legs and her nose hair.
Yeah, exactly. How did you know? Did you read this before?
I might have.
No, you're absolutely wrong.
Oh.
The first being that she wasn't exactly human. She resembled something close to a mannequin. My biggest fear. You know how scared I am of mannequins. Do you not? Colby knows.
I mean, yes, you're terrified.
I really am. Every time I see them, I'm like, ah.
I know, the ones at Old Navy with the full face.
Real. I think they're real people.
Scary.
Always. Anyways.
Okay, sorry.
She resembled something close to my biggest fear. A mannequin. But had the dexterity and fluidity of a normal human being. Her face was as flawless as a mannequin's.
Wait, is this about me?
I'm kind of creeped out. I don't think we should keep doing this. I think this is about you. She had no eyebrows, though, so.
Oh, so it is about me.
And smeared in makeup.
Oh. I'm feeling a little targeted.
There was a kitten clamped in her jaws. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is
Well,
too
you know
little.
what they say about me and the cash.
Anyways. There was a kitten clamped in her jaws so unnaturally tight that no teeth could be seen, and the blood was still squirting out over her gown onto the floor. She then pulled it out from her mouth, tossed it aside, and collapsed. I'm scared.
Shit.
From the moment she stepped through the entrance to when she was taken to a hospital room and cleaned up before being prepped for sedation, she was completely calm, expressionless, and motionless. The doctors thought it best to restrain her until the authorities could arrive, and she did not protest. They were unable to get any kind of response from her, and most staff members felt too uncomfortable to look directly at her for more than a few seconds. This might be about me.
Yeah, it's starting to sound more and more like you as it goes on.
But the second the staff tried to sedate her, she fought back with extreme force. 2 members of the staff had to hold her down as her body rose up on the bed with that same blank expression. She turned her emotionless eyes towards the male doctor and did something unusual. She smiled. As she did, the female doctor screamed and let go out of shock. In the woman's mouth were not human teeth, but long, sharp spikes, too long for her mouth to close fully without causing any damage. Pennywise vibes.
Oh my god.
The male doctor stared back at her for a moment before asking, "What in the hell are you?" She cracked her neck down to her shoulders to observe him, still smiling.
Oh.
There was a long pause. The security had been alerted and could be heard coming down the hallway. As he heard them approach, she darted forward, sinking her teeth into the front of his throat, ripping at his jugular, and letting him fall to the floor, gasping for air as he choked on his own blood. She stood up and leaned over him, her face coming dangerously close to his as the light faded from his eyes. She leaned closer and whispered in his ear, "I am God." The doctor's eyes filled with fear as he watched her calmly walk away to greet the security men. His last ever sight would be watching her feast on them one by one. The female doctor who survived the incident named her the Expressionless. There was never a sighting of her ever again.
Bitch, what?
It's a true story. It happened in LA, the city of Lost Angels.
Is there a photo in this?
Don't worry.
No.
Don't worry.
Mm-mm.
So, do you think this is real?
I don't want to see that fucking picture.
Obviously, it's a pretty scary story.
I don't think it's true.
What are your feelings?
Is it real? No.
How do you feel about this?
Some creepypasta.
What are you feeling right now as I was telling this story? Like, did it creep you out?
Yes.
There's actually a short film on YouTube that is based on this story, and it's really scary.
I don't want to see it.
So, when you Google the Expressionless, a picture of a really creepy looking woman with like a mannequin face pops up. And like, there's 2 nurses.
I don't want to see it.
It's obviously quite unnerving. Okay, so, to ease everyone's nerves here, I'm happy to report that this story is not true. The picture on Google is simply 2 nurses handling a medical dummy. It's still creepy, nonetheless. And I'm really sorry to scare the absolute fuck out of everyone, but I had to share this story because I think it might be one of my favorites. My favorite shorts ever.
That's fucked up.
So, yeah.
You're not God, gal.
I am God. It's the creepiest thing. You gotta watch it. It's really good.
No.
I would like to make my own version of this, I think. If anyone wants to collab and make this with me and Bri.
I feel like the Grindmine Buys would be on board for that.
Grind mine, I'm talking to you.
I know y'all too well.
But yeah, that's just one of those stories that always stuck with me.
That's
my whole.
fucked up.
Yeah, it is a very creepy story. The picture's creepy. I want to show you. Can I just show you? It's not real.
The dummy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
God, I'm gonna sleep with my lights on tonight.
It's literally, well, now that you know it's not real.
Oh God. Oh. That is disgusting. That is repulsive. It's foul.
I want you to watch the short.
No.
It's really good.
I'm good, love. Enjoy.
It's spoopy. Okay, that's all I have for today's Let's Split Up. It was a short one, but yeah, it was just a good little short horror story that was on the creepypasta.
Girl.
But I'm going to hand it over to Bri now and talk about her fascination with the Skinwalkers.
So, I've heard, like, little stories here and there about Skinwalkers since I was, like, younger, too. It's just, like, these little spook and ooks and kooks that I've always, like, just heard about. And so when we said we were going to do some herby leggies today, I said, what better than to do the Skinwalkers that I love so much. So I did a little deeper diver deep. I found out that Skinwalkers aren't just like spooky stories from online.
Yeah.
But they're a Navajo like urban legend, like that they grow up telling within the culture.
I've actually seen TikToks about it on from some native TikTokers.
Basically, the legend of the Skinwalkers is not well understood outside of the Navajo culture, which is mostly due to the like reluctance of the people who are involved in the culture to tell it to people who may disrespect the story or like not take it seriously. Because for them, it's something that's very serious. So, what I gathered from my research is that Skinwalkers are a type of, like, animal-witch hybrid.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So,
Giving me Wendigo.
Right? Something like that. So, like, they kind of resemble, like, a man-bear, like, skinny little Slenderman spook and kook.
Oh, that sounds kind of like El Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyways. I didn't think Skinwalkers were like that. I just pictured them, like, being, like Slender Man. That's what I always think of when I think of Skinwalkers.
So, they can, like, morph into things. Like
shapeshifters?
Yeah, like they shapeshift.
Okay.
So like a lot of times people who have experienced Skinwalkers have like seen like human like footprints then start to fade into like wolf paw prints or like coyote paw prints. So it's like they morph.
Oh my God.
And like run into the woods. It's fucking spook and cool.
There's actually a new movie coming out, I think. Actually, no, you know what? It's called Wendigo. It's based on the Wendigo.
Oh, okay.
It looks good, but that's what it always reminds me of.
There's a couple of Skinwalker movies, though, too. But mainly, like, Skinwalkers attack when you trespass on, like, native land. So they're just protecting their land, really. But they can also be a little devious, you know? Right, so I have this story here about these brothers who have experienced Skinwalkers. Now, I don't know if they're real or not.
I think they're real.
I don't know if it's like a legend, like they tell growing up, like, you know, like their stories, or if it's real. Like,
I personally, before you even tell it, I think it's real because I've seen so many like TikToks of people who've experienced it, like telling their story, and it's very scary.
When I was doing research on this, I watched, like, a video from Creepypasta.
Yeah.
And, like, nothing on Creepypasta is true, guys. So, take it with a grain of salt.
You never know.
But, this one man, it was, like, the story of how his grandfather died. Because he was attacked by, a Skinwalker. Him and his father went out tracking coyotes. And a Skinwalker attacked him. And he went into such gory detail, y'all.
I might have to watch that after.
Okay, so I have one here. It's about these brothers, so I'm just going to get into it. Are y'all ready for this?
I don't think I am. I'm kind of scared.
You should be, gal. As legend goes, to become a Skinwalker, you must attain priesthood and then kill a member of your own family.
That's how you become one?
I guess so.
Good God.
Then and only then you can gain the powers to shapeshift.
The fuck?
Then and only then are you a true Skinwalker, according to local folklore. A man had done just that. An Indian priest had supposedly not only killed 1, but 5 immediate family members of his family.
What? The hell? Why would you want to become that?
I don't know. They never caught this man. He disappeared into the woods and was never seen again. When Jason and Alex set out on their camping trip...
Who was Jason and Alex? The brothers?
Yeah, the brothers.
Oh,
okay. 2 brothers. Okay, so that was just how you become one. And then they, like, said something. I don't know.
That's really scary.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that you had to... Anyways. When Jason and Alex set out on their camping trip, they knew all the old legends. They knew them all. They knew them all.
Yeah. I bet you they knew the Expressionless.
Probably. They laughed at the idea of a skinwalker would come get them if they trespassed on old Indian land. He said, foolish skinwalker, can't get me. The same land that the supposed murders had taken place on from the Indian priest. And why should they believe the legends? A man becoming a beast was probably the most ridiculous imaginable thing. Jason, like, this story is so weird. Jason and Alex were brothers. They spent their entire lives together until Jason had gotten married. Pussy. Then Jason moved away and started a family. But not Alex. Alex stayed in their hometown, tending to their parents, making an honest living off the land, and tried to be a good person.
Oh, I think I know where this is going. Maybe not, though.
And Alex had succeeded at this. He hadn't broken a commandment in years. And was well on his way, in his mind, to heaven.
Oh God, does he become a priest?
3 years had passed between their last get-together, and 3 more might have passed if Alex didn't insist on a camping trip. They're so busy, their schedules are always conflicting. But insist he did, and there they were. This story is so well written.
It's good. I like it. I'm invested.
Me too. I'm trying to see what happens.
Did you not read it yet?
Nope. I'm going into this just as blind as you are, girl. It was getting dark, and 2 of them were laying out under the stars.
Brothers?
Sus.
Is this? No.
And they were brothers.
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm not even whispering. I'm like, Brokeback Mountain?
It's Skinwalker Back Mountain.
Oh my God. Respect.
They were deep in the woods, and they had no GPS or maps. But they knew the path.
Maps.
But they knew where the path, like they were, like the back of their fucking hands, y'all.
You didn't write that?
No.
Wow.
I just said that in my own words.
No, I think that's really in the story.
They had gone there as kids. Never know. Huh? Alex replied. He only caught bits and pieces sometimes. We can never let Dad know, Jason reiterated. Know what? That we stayed on the old Indian land past dark. We promised him as kids that we would never, and I would never want to upset him now. He's getting pretty close to dead, and if we start an argument now, we may not resolve it in time. You know, just don't tell him or Ma, okay?
Like they thought they were gonna kill his dad?
Yeah, with stress.
Oh my God.
Okay, no problem. That's literally... They were silent for a while, until up creeped a small raccoon. Well, look at that, Alex called, as he pointed towards the critter. It stared at them for several minutes, not moving, not attempting to flee. When they motioned towards it, it stayed, almost perfectly still. And then, it finally left.
Oh my God, I got so scared just then. I was ready. I was like, no, not already, no! Not Jason and Alex! Not the boys! Not JJ and Al! He hasn't broken a commandment in years.
He's going to heaven, y'all. They don't want to...
Not anymore, not after sleeping on this land. This is bad.
They're going to hell. Okay. For about 2 hours, the duo was kept awake as every animal they knew to live in the forest, and then some were almost sure they didn't... What?
And then some.
And then some. Was almost sure they didn't inhabit the area.
Okay, let's just go with it. I don't know what it means either, but let's just go with it.
Oh, They were kept awake because the animals were fucking with them. Okay? There we go.
Okay.
The final animal was a gray wolf.
Oh.
It slowly moved towards them.
Like this.
And went. And when it was 5 feet away, it shit. I'm kidding. It stopped. Ooh. Don't move. Don't panic. It'll go, Jason reassured Alex. The wolf slowly stood up onto its hind legs.
Oh.
And then its limbs just started to contort and pop. Horror slid over Jason and Alex's faces as they saw the fur tear open, revealing a light brown flesh underneath. Finally, they
It was Professor Lupin from Harry Potter.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I really thought it was.
No, I'm gonna finish this sentence now. Finally, they gazed upon what it looked like to be a man with a wolf head.
Man body, wolf head? Mm-hmm. Was he naked?
I don't know. The skull of the wolf split open like a melon, the fur sliding off of it, the bone chipping, falling like a fragile eggshell. And then in its place slowly grew out the head of a man. It was Eddie Scherer. I'm sorry, that's not what it said.
Oh my god. Okay, for the non-Newfoundland listeners, Eddie Shear's our weatherman here on the island.
He's American.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Dual citizenship.
He has got.
Okay.
The man now stood before the paralyzed brothers. They couldn't seem to move. "This is my land," said the man.
Did he say it like that?
Oh no, sorry. "This is my land," said the man with an almost supernatural smile. No, mister, I'm gonna have to ask you to Alex trailed off. "Get the fuck away from us," Jason said.
Did he actually?
As he fiercely could.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from us?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Get the fuck out.
Who said that?
Jason.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Alex. I was like, no, not Mr. Commandments.
The man began to laugh. As he continued to laugh, the pitch changed. It grew deeper, from what of a man to almost of a demon. And soon it sounded as if Satan himself was bellowing out at them.
How does Satan talk?
Almost like Shamar Moore.
Who?
Shamar Moore?
Who the fuck?
The man from Criminal Minds?
Oh, okay. So he said, "Hey, baby girl."
He said, "I'm always lurking."
That's what he said?
No. The man's The man's skin grew black as coal, and his eyes yellow like a cat's. His demonic laughter echoed through the forest as he drew closer and closer.
How did he laugh?
Girl, I don't know.
You said demonic. I want to hear your impression of that.
He said, "Ee." The brothers, being unarmed, had no choice other than to flee. And that's what they did. They ran as fast as they could, except instead of out to their cars, they were cornered into running deeper into the woods. They met a balding man named Thomas Pretty.
We can keep this in because he doesn't watch our podcast.
For hours, they seemed to play cat and mouse. Several times, animals they passed would burst into a grotesque manner, revealing the deranged man. But they continued to run. Finally, reaching a cabin, they ducked inside. They were filled with fear, and the brothers felt that leaving the cabin would end in their deaths. What they found in the cabin made them regret their ignorance of legends. For in the main bedroom of the cabin was corpses. At least 100 of them.
What the fuck?
Every animal they had seen that night was there, along with some larger bodies, some human, some animal. It was then that the man burst into the room. Except he was once more a wolf, and in his deep voice, he snickered out, "Welcome home."
I'm scared.
The following week, the authorities found the cabin during their search for Jason and Alex. Both brothers' faces looked as though they were eaten by an animal of some sort. They were gnawed off, Mama. They had no face.
How'd they know?
Probably by DNA, maybe fingerprints. 6 days later, a security camera several states over caught Alex filling up a car with gas. Several eyewitnesses also reported seeing a dead man. And on nearly all accounts, he was seen smiling with a wide, toothy, unnatural grin.
I'm scared.
So maybe I could have chosen a story that wasn't really mainly about Jesus, but that one did the trick.
Yeah, that one was scary.
That one was
Because then
spooky
at
coop.
the end, he had used his
Body.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, like they can morph into people and stuff too.
So, like, where does this, like, originate from? Like, is it everywhere?
Yeah, well, it's like Navajo, like the indigenous, like folklore.
That's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Crazy.
like Newfoundland fairies on fucking steroids.
Anyways, no cats were harmed in the filming of this. No Jason and Alex were harmed in the making of this. Also, I don't know if this story's true or not. I don't think it's true. I think it's just a little spook.
I think there's definitely some true aspects to the Skinwalker urban legend. It's very creepy.
Well, basically,
I feel like you could do a whole season on Skinwalkers.
definitely. But Skinwalkers, I think, are a little bit misunderstood. I saw your face over there, sir, and I saw your face over here, ma'am.
It's
And
just
I'm gonna
Wendigo
tell you why.
vibes, and that scares the fuck out of me, man.
I'll tell you why. I think they're misunderstood.
Okay, Mothman.
Yeah, no, I'll fight his fight till the day I die.
I know you love Mothman, though. But anyways.
The Skinwalkers are just protecting their land. They're just, like he said, this is my land. And they were disrespecting the Indian land that they said, do not fucking go on this land. Don't trespass. And what did those fuckers do? Trespass.
I seen a TikTok that a guy did where he was, like, telling the story of Skinwalkers, but it was, like, a POV. So he's, like...
Of the Skinwalker?
No, of him.
Oh.
Like, his experience with a Skinwalker.
Oh, okay.
So he was at his house, and he heard his mom calling out to him, and then he got up to go see, and his mom came in the room and was like, that wasn't me.
Okay.
Like, they mimicked her voice, right?
Okay.
To lure. Mm-hmm. So that's scary.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok too. And, like, yes, TikTok is not the most reputable source, but, like...
It was spooky.
This one girl... Remember the one I was telling you about the dog? She, like, let her dog out.
Yes.
And then when she turned the corner, he was in the house. And then he looked weird and his eyes looked weird. And then she heard her dog barking outside. And when she checked, like, the door, he was outside. And then the other one wasn't there.
So...
Yeah.
I feel like I could go into... I think I'm going to spiral into this now for a little bit because it's very interesting and I want to read more about it.
Let me see if I can show you a pic.
Yeah, I would love to see what a Skinwalker looks like. But
Oh, what the fuck? This Skinwalker booted up. Okay, ass.
that's a picture of me in the woods. What are you talking about? Salmon Fest 2010.
That was me in Bonavista.
That was me in Salmon Fest 2010. Oh, I've seen that. I don't like that. That's scary as hell.
Here's one.
What the fuck? And that is spooky.
Girl, this is me in the kitchen at 3 a.m. when y'all find me eating a bag of shredded cheese.
Very relatable.
I'm not making fun of y'all either.
That's just, I think Skinwalkers. Ooh, I see a lot of people comment about Skinwalkers and stuff on TikTok. It's like, I don't know.
And they be screaming and shit too.
I wonder, is there any movies and stuff about it?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's one literally called Skinwalker.
I'm gonna have to watch that one alone.
like I did with Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
Fell asleep.
You should watch Expressionless later. It's like 6 minutes long.
I'm actually good, thanks.
It's good. I think you guys should watch it. Or just wait until I recreate it with Grindmind. This is me asking you to collab with me on this.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it too.
Yeah, Bri can be the doctor. I'll rip her jugular out.
Or I could be Mrs. I am God.
I'm scared.
I am the one.
Okay, anyways. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we have for today on our little Let's Split Up adventure. We needed a break from...
Yeah, sometimes when we get to do these episodes where we can, like, laugh about the stories and stuff, it's so much more relaxing and, like, we're not uptight about it all.
And, well, we've just done, like, 5 true crime back-to-back, and it is hard on the mental health when you're just researching stuff so in depth, and especially where we did a local case last time, too. But, yeah, it's just nice to take a break every now and then and do something a little more lighthearted. We do have some things we want to share with you now, though. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about merch. We're going to talk about merch. Our website is now live. You will now be able to purchase our merch. So the link will be in our bio if you guys want to go check it out. We have the t-shirts. We have a couple different little bundles with like buttons and stickers and keychains.
Limited edition keychains.
Also, if like we just have like limited stock on the t-shirts. So if your size runs out, you can pre-order. And so you just pay for that. And then we'll take a little longer for you to get it. But
we'll get it for you.
We will get it. And we are doing... You know, if you don't live here, we'll ship it to you. But if you live in St. John's...
We can do drop-off, and we can dress up as Gumby.
Yeah, if you want us to. I
or
guess
a Skinwalker.
But we're really excited. We hope that you guys want to rep our merch. We worked really hard on all of this. We're really excited for you guys to see it.
And if I see any of it in Value Village, I will track
That's my biggest fear ever, seeing my merch in Value Village.
I will track you down.
I'm just waiting for the day that I find my own merch at Value Village. I know it's going to happen. My Newfie check shirt. Yeah, we're going to see how this drop goes. And if it goes well, we might do some hoodies and crew necks in the future. But
a lot of you have been messaging me about crew necks. So depending on how this goes, crew necks might be our next collection.
Perhaps. Yeah, well, do you want to talk about the TV show a little bit? We kind of just talked about it a little tiny bit at the beginning. But, so yeah, for the next few months, we're going to be filming a show here on the island called Abandoned NL.
With a very amazing squad behind us, making us look good. Our writer, Becky, love you.
We have a whole, like, camera crew. It's crazy.
Yeah, so we did film an episode.
Which was very cool. And that's why we've had this secret. We've been keeping this secret for months. It's been hard to keep it in. Mm-hmm. We keep telling you guys we have exciting news. That's what it was the whole time. As you could tell, obviously, if you're watching our YouTube, our quality was amped up. From episode 1 to episode 2. We kind of went on a webcam to, now we actually have, like, a professional setup here, which doesn't belong to us. Shout out to the mystery man.
Yeah. Shout out to the mystery man who does all this for us. God love. We love you. Yeah, so we've had a lot of fun. We've already filmed, like you said, 1 episode.
We're on billboards.
So much fun. Our big fat heads are on billboards now.
Digital ones, but still very cool. If you see us on the billboards across town, like, make sure you snap a picture.
Yeah, and send it to us.
Send it to us. Share it on Instagram. Tag us. We want to see, even though we know what it looks like, but it's just cool. I haven't seen it in person yet, so.
I did.
I need to go find one. So, yeah. Exciting times.
Exciting times. So,
it will be on Bell 5 TV 1. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, like, we can't say too much because we don't want to spoil it. But just to let you guys know, we're filming a fucking TV show,
and
which is crazy.
We're super excited, and so far it's been so much fun and a great experience.
Mm-hmm. It's been really cool.
Everyone doing it with us, like working with us, has been great.
We want to thank you guys for, like, if it wasn't for this, the podcast, and everyone listening to it and people supporting us, like, we definitely wouldn't be where we are right now. So we just want to thank you guys for all the support because it all happened so fast. I get goosebumps.
Yeah, it happened very fast. It's crazy. It's still, like, it's, like, hard to even, like, talk about, like, to string together sentences because I still don't know what the fuck is going on.
It still doesn't feel real, I guess, but I get, we'll get to that point when everything, happens and we're just trying to enjoy every second of it. Mm-hmm.
Almost like
yeah.
we're pregnant. We're just enjoying this journey.
Oh, and do you want to talk about your new addition to the family?
Yeah, my new pup. My new pup, Jack.
Because last episode you were talking about how you were expecting
Yes.
a dog.
I have... My doggy is now here. He is so cute and sweet. And I'm
He's a
looking at
boy
him right now.
His name is Jack, so we want to welcome him to the Meddling Kids fam.
Yeah. Welcome home, Jax.
He's a very sweet doggy.
Yeah,
he's a beagle, obviously.
He's a good boy. He's sleeping now.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Split Up. It was nice. It was fun.
Spooky.
We'll be back. Well, I don't know exactly when we'll be back, but we'll be back with another episode soon. We do have a really fucked up case. I'm going to say it. It's a fucked up case. Not local. I don't even know where it happened. Somewhere in the States, I think.
States, yeah.
That we will be covering next episode. And we are definitely... I don't even know if I'm looking forward to researching it, but
no.
It's definitely an interesting case, and we are looking forward to sharing.
Definitely twisted, sick, and deranged.
Yeah, it'll be fucked. I hope you guys tune in next time to listen to us.
Don't let this scare you away.
Yeah. But I guess this is it for this week's episode, and I'll hand it over to Bri to end it off.
We'll be talking. Baba boy.
Cut the cameras.
The dead ass. Delete the footage. And all these demons and angels